If you've been keeping up with the rap world in recent years, chances are you've heard of this term being thrown around everywhere, with artists such as Baby Goth, Ian Dore, and Ice Spice all being accused of being planted into the industry, having deep connections and inorganic growth pushing their careers forward. But while such artists may seem to be harmless to many, there is actually another much more sinister side of this part to the rap industry. So join me as I cover the dark side of rap's many industry plants. To begin, I believe it is important to clarify what even is an industry plant. The term industry plant describes an artist who has been strategically placed in the limelight by those with power and influence, often with the artist having a hidden support network of major labels and marketing teams behind them since the beginning of their careers. And while many of us are only aware of the modern day plants, the first well-recorded case of an artist or group being planted to the music industry dates all the way back to the year of 1966, where a beloved band known as the Monkees would emerge to success, only for them to later be exposed to being pawns in the music industry, with the sole purpose of piggybacking off the sound and fame of the Beatles. Fast forward to today, and this trend hasn't changed. As many artists have emerged under the same circumstances, it is now more evident than ever, having jumped from the pop to rap industry. 2016 to 2019 was when most of us first happened to hear the word industry plant. This so happened to be the peak of the Clout rap era, with many artists such as Lil Pump, Lil Yachty, Lil Peep, and many more quickly rising to fame. And with labels starting to notice the success and potential to earn millions off this trendy genre, they would notice a lucrative opportunity. And here is where the most obvious and evident cases of industry plants started to emerge, as the labels would soon begin crafting many new artists. Around this time, artists such as Jumix, Baby Goth, and Ice Narco were born, bursting onto the scene, riding the waves of viral hits and social media fame of similar artists Lil Peep and Lil Pump. However, despite them growing a following and blending in quite quickly, red flags would soon start to appear. Right from the jump, it was clear that these rappers were trying to capitalize on the trend of artists either being ignorant or emo. And with them starting to post music, racking up a couple million views on their songs and getting posted on World Star and other outlets, some rap fans would soon question their growth and origins and find quite a few strange things about them. In the case of Jumix and Baby Goth, listeners already knew that they seemed to be carbon copies of the trending aesthetic and sound of Lil Peep and other emo rap artists, with them wearing similar style clothes, colored hair, and eyeshadow to complete the look almost too perfectly, as if someone was controlling them behind the scenes. And upon inspection, fans would soon discover some very confusing details. On Jumix's pages, it would be seen that his very first song had millions of streams across platforms and too high of a budget for a newcomer. Along with this, his first video was directed by Taco, a popular DJ member of Odd Future. And while many brushed over these aspects, far more suspicion would arise when the chart-topping producer DJ Snake gave this seemingly new artist a shout-out on Instagram. Later, fans would also discover that Jumix used to post songs previously under the name Lil Jumix. However, out of nowhere came a big, unnatural jump in his music's budget and quality. And with all of this taken into consideration, along with the seeming view botting, it makes it quite clear that he was an industry plant. Baby Goth too had a very suspicious rise. Despite her claims of having only one song, deep investigation by YouTubers and fans revealed that she actually had some past works in a failed crowdfunding campaign for an EP. Along with this, her sudden transformation from looking like a common person to a heavily tattooed goth girl was also seen as coerced by a label's demands for marketability. The most suspicious aspect, however, was her randomly getting placed on Trippie Redd's album from the very jump of her career, which simply confirmed her as being yet another plant by higher-level executives. Speaking of labels changing artists' appearance and persona to plant them, Icy Narco is another rapper which comes to mind. He started in 2016 with a more conventional appearance, but he later shifted his sound and style towards that of Lil Pump. This strange shift came around the exact time when he signed with 10K Projects, and Narco himself even admitted to having very little before the signing, which suggested the label's heavy role in promoting his music and pushing it to fame. But while these industry plants seem to have short-lived careers simply riding waves, I'm going to now cover some plants who had a significant amount of success and were less obvious to the public. Ian Dore, rose to fame with his breakout hit song Emotions, and with a string of successful releases such as Pretty Girls and Mood featuring 24K Golden, he would amass a huge fan base and perform in major concerts. However, with his impressive rise, listeners would decide to investigate his roots, and what they found went on to expose him as just another planted artist. Firstly, him having high-profile features including PnB Rock from the very beginning of his career raised a lot of suspicion amongst listeners. Along with this, it was also found that he had a strong association with many established industry figures including Nick Mira and Taz Taylor, and this coupled with his signing to Internet Money Records and 10K Projects suggested that his push into the industry was forced rather than organic. To make matters worse, fans would also analyze his stats and see that it didn't seem to match up, as his YouTube subscriber growth did not align with the view counts of his tracks, which clarified this was all sadly true. Despite the accusations of being an industry plant, however, we cannot deny his talent. And to poke fun around these accusations, he even released an album titled Industry Plant, playing into the controversy to garner even more attention. Moving on to the final artist of discussion, we move our focus to Ice Spice, the chart-topping rapper. Ice found her initial fame through a viral video of dance challenge on social media, propelling her into the music industry spotlight. And with her breakout single, Munch, she would gain airtime on the major radio station Hot 97, which catapulted her to stardom. However, this did not go unnoticed, and fans soon found proof that her producer Riot actually had a father working for the exact radio station Hot 97 as a big-name DJ. And along with this, she even revealed that her father used to be an underground rapper, which all point to the fact that the secret behind her chart-topping success was powerful connections and inorganic growth giving her the upper hand. Now, having covered the many industry plants of the rap world, at this point the question in your mind may be, why is it really a bad thing? And simply put, industry plants cast a shadow over the music world, distorting the natural progression of emerging artists, overshadowing those who have labored tirelessly to build up their careers from the ground up. By artificially inflating the success of certain rappers through strategic marketing techniques and industry connections, they create an uneven playing field focused on manufactured hype. This tears down the sense of trust between artists and their audiences, throwing authenticity down the drain, which is something rap fans value greatly. In addition to this, the predatory practice of altering artists' appearances to fit market demands, sacrificing everything just for commercial gain, once again shows why this phenomenon is truly much darker than one may think. Now, with the emergence of many new plants such as 4Bats entering the market and dropping viral tracks, it is clear that industry plants will not leave the rap game anytime soon, and that there will only be more to come as the years go by.